Alright, what's up guys? So, today I got a little something new for you. Got a PTR 91 A3S. Now, the A3S represents the welded pick rail and slim handguards. And then it just has a regular birdcage style flash suppressor, diopter sight with a little thumb wheel for the windage. Other than that, it's pretty much, for the most part, a GI, if you will, minus the, like I said, the welded pick rail. I got this a few weeks ago, and I did get a chance to go out shooting with it once so far. Sadly, only once. I shot 140 rounds through it. All I had was 140 rounds of tool, because the Freedom Munitions ammo that I ordered has still not even shipped, and it's been 20 days since I purchased the ammo, and it has not shipped yet. It's still processing. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at this. One thing I did want to do is kind of show you guys a quick little breakdown of it, if you will. Hopefully I'm getting this in frame. So you got these two pins right here, and if you just pop them through, they'll stick out the other side. You can just pull them out, and then there's a spot in the stock for you to put them, to hold them. Then what you're going to want to do is just kind of give the buttstock a little bit of wiggle while you pull out on it. And then your buttstock with your spring and your recoil buffer inside of there will come out. So there's that. Then if you take your lower receiver here and just pivot down on the back, your lower receiver with your trigger and everything will come out of there. From there, if you want to go further, you want to clean it, what you'll do is you'll rotate the safety selector all the way to the 12 o'clock position. Pull it straight out. Safety selector comes out. Then what you'll do is just kind of lift up on there, and then your whole trigger will come right out of there. And to put it back together, you know, same thing, just in reverse order. And to get everything to line up, it can be tricky sometimes to get everything to go to its respective place. And then reassembly, same thing. In the 12 o'clock position, push your safety selector all the way in, rotate it down, verify that your safety is functioning. There you have it. There's your lower put back together. Okay, now when you go to take your bolt and your carrier out, what you're going to want to do, pull the charging handle, but pull it back slow. Found that out the hard way the first time I took it apart, because I yanked it back and the bolt and carrier went flying out the back of the receiver. So then just put your hand over the back, tip it down, out comes your bolt carrier and your bolt head with your locking piece. So this is the part that scared me the most when I first got this. For some reason I thought it was going to be much more difficult than it really is to take this bolt apart and clean it. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to take your bolt head here, you're going to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. Pull it off. There's your bolt. That's your bolt head. Okay, set that aside. Then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this locking piece about 180 degrees counterclockwise, and then it's going to come right out of there. So then you're left with your carrier here. Set that down. And this is not a free-floated firing pin. This is a spring-loaded firing pin. So put it back together. Same thing. Put your firing pin goes into the spring. That whole thing goes into the locking lug, or the locking piece here. Then on this locking piece, you see right down here on the bottom, there's this lug. And what you're going to do is, that needs to be, whenever I do it, I always have the bolt in my hands like this. So it's upside down. So this here is actually the top of the bolt. This needs to be facing the top of the bolt, that lug. So you'll insert, it's spring loaded, so you're going to have to push in. And real quick, let me show you guys this before I put it together. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. But inside this rail here, there's a little window in there. Hopefully you guys can see this. If not, I'm sorry. This is really hard. I just had my phone propped up. Anyway, you can see this lug through that window. So you want to insert, push, turn clockwise approximately 180 degrees, not quite, a little bit less than 180 degrees, and you can see that pop up in the window there. Then what you do is take your bolt head, push it on. Now, what you want to do is, you're not going to be able to do it with it pushed, with the bolt head pushed all the way back. So what you want to do is just pull it out just a little bit, and as you're pulling out, rotate it clockwise. And you're going to rotate that 90 degrees until this is facing up. You're looking at it. Then, like right here, it's not quite ready. I don't know if you can see, but those rollers are not fully going in. So all you got to do is just grab that bolt head and just pull out on it until it stops and those rollers completely retract in. That's how you know you're good to go. So then, reverse. Take that, slide her in there, take your lower, and how this attaches is, you see there's this shelf right here. There's a little opening in the bottom of the lower. Those two pieces interlock, and then just pivot the back up. Take your stock, insert the spring, push that in, take your pins out, push your pins through, go ahead and charge it, make sure it's empty. It is empty. Verify the safety does in fact work. Verify that the safety will in fact disengage. And it does. Okay, so there's basic breakdown. And then for some reason, I'm not really sure why on mine, in order to get the handguard off, it's got the same style pin as your buttstock, one, and you push that out and it hinges down, but for some reason on mine, that pin just does not want to come out of there. So I'll have to jimmy with it a little bit. So that's the gun. I love it. This thing is sweet. It's a sweet shooter. It's easy to shoot. It does recoil a little bit, but really for being a .308, it doesn't recoil bad at all. So with it, and the 440 rounds of ammo that I purchased, I went ahead and bought 10 of the aluminum surplus magazines. And they're all in really good shape. I mean, there's no rust on any of them. The only marks that are on them are from me the last time I went out. And 4 of the 10 actually came still wrapped in the paper. And pretty much all of them, they're all stamped G3 HK, and then the date stamp, and most all of them, all except for I think 2 or maybe 3, are from the 60s. Now, I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong with this, or maybe there's some funky thing with my gun, but for some reason, let me switch hands here. When you go to insert the magazines, they tend to catch on the magazine catch, and as you can tell by looking at it right there, I mean, these magazines have been inserted in the gun maybe 5 times. So, and I mean that is a gouge that you can physically feel material is missing there. So, I don't know, they go in just fine if you hold the magazine release while you insert the mag, then it goes in just smooth as butter. But that's ridiculous, and that's not how you're supposed to have to do it. I know there's supposed to be a straight in mag, but for some reason they just, I don't know. If any of you guys can give me a pointer on what might be causing that, if it's the magazine. Let me try one of these other ones. That one's pretty tough. That one's pretty tough. Well, actually that one went a little bit better. Maybe it's just the manner in which, oh wow, that one went right in there. And now it's not going to. Maybe it's just the manner in which I'm inserting them. I really don't know, to be honest with you. But it just seems weird that it would be that way. So, anyway, guys, that's the new edition. So, if any of you guys have any ideas on what you'd like to see next on the channel, just drop a comment on here. Let me know if you guys want to see my knife collection, or if you guys want to, see all my guns and my ammunition and everything all together, and kind of give you, a quick rundown of everything. Let me know if you'd like to see that, or, if you'd like to maybe see like a detailed strip down of my 3 platforms, the AR, the AK, and now this HK pattern rifle. If you guys like to see something like that, just let me know, and I'll make it happen. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you got any questions, comments, whatever, just leave them below, and then don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, and share it. And have a good one, guys.